হ্যাপি রিটার্নস অফ দ্য ডে। আশা করি তুই ভালো করে এনজয় করতে পারবি তোর বার্থডে। আর আমরা ওয়েট করছি কবে তোর সাথে দেখা হবে, তোর সুন্দর সুন্দর গান শুনবো আবার করে। ঠিক আছে, বাই।
Hi Sanat, happy birthday. Congrats on your long innings and many happy returns of this day. Last time I met you was at Tapos's place, I think in October 19. You didn't look a day over 56 with your jazzy t-shirt and your big smile. Some credit must go to Amita, I'm sure. I love to share so many memories of our great time at Durgapur. I remember our trips with you to Benachiti to buy Golden Eagle big bottles and dinner at Chacha's with Dhakai parota and beef curry. Don't remember who it was that didn't drink but was out with chanachurs. Sarath, keep smiling and bursting spontaneously with Hindi songs and clicking your fingers. Not to forget your Tasha dancing. Have fun and carry on. With our best wishes on this happy day, আসছে বছর আবার হবে। ভালো থেকো সবাই। Bye.
Hello Sanat, happy birthday, many happy returns of the day. তোমার আজকে 80 বছর পূর্ণ হলো, কিন্তু তোমাকে দেখে মনে হয় না তোমার 80 বছর বয়স। ইউ আর স্টিল ভেরি ইয়াং। আমাদের যে কোনো বন্ধুদের আড্ডায় তোমার গান আর রসিকতা আমাদের খুব জমিয়ে রাখে। এই গান আর রসিকতা আরও জমে যায় যখন তোমার হাতে গ্লাস থাকে। আমি আর দেবী প্রার্থনা করি তোমরা, মানে তুমি আর অমিতা, এইভাবেই সারা জীবন কাটিয়ে যাও। আনন্দ থেকো, উৎফুল্ল থেকো, সুস্থ থেকো।
Hi Sanat, happy birthday young man. While I was getting ready to send this message, I began to think about the good old days, the time we spent at our College Street Coffee House, and the time we spent at the Glass and Close restaurant at the corner of Mirzapur Street and Radhanath Mullik Lane, the famous Radhanath Mullik Lane. Wow, what a blast we used to have. A few years ago, when I visited College Square Pandal during the Durga Puja with my wife, I showed my wife even that little restaurant where we spent hours and hours. Unfortunately, I saw the restaurant was boarded up, no more glass. I don't know what happened, but anyway, it was really a wall. Of course, I cannot forget about the time we spent, the great time we spent at our college. What a life, what a great life we had. We are good buddies, we are good friends. And I remember attending your wedding, having fun, sitting right behind you. I won't go any further than that. Well, I won't take too much of your time, too much time from others. They don't want to speak to. So I'll end here and have a very long, happy life. Wish you many more happy and healthy returns of the day. God bless you and have a great time. Bye.
হ্যালো সানদ, আজ তোমার 80তম জন্মদিবস। এই উপলক্ষে তোমাকে জানাই আমার ও শেখার তরফ থেকে অনেক শুভেচ্ছা, প্রীতি, ভালোবাসা ও অভিনন্দন। ঈশ্বরের কাছে প্রার্থনা করি এই দিনটি তোমার জীবনে বারবার ফেরত আসুক এবং 80টা 90-এ পরিবর্তন হোক, এই কামনা করি। ভালো থেকো।
Hello Sanat, happy birthday. Although you are just crossing your 80th milestone in life, you are still the youngest among all the oldies from RECD 6166. You know, once at the end of one of those grand get-togethers in our house, one of our neighbor asked me Who was that young, stylish, jolly good gentleman with dark black hair singing old heartwarming Bengali songs? How could he keep himself so young when all others in your group are getting old, getting aged? Smilingly, I replied, his secret was A. Baba Ramdev's pranayam and yoga for about 40 minutes early morning daily, and B. enjoying his drinks from his well designed and well kept bar every evening. Shonat, I'm remembering today those good old college days with memories of growing together. Those addas standing at the entry of Radhanath Mallik Lane and one of its kind lane in Calcutta, and the coffee house as well. কলেজে তোর তাসের আড্ডাও কখনো ভোলার কথা নয়। মনে পড়ে তোর আর অমিতার শুভ বিবাহের দিনের কথা। পাত পেড়ে কলা পাতায় খাওয়া, খুব হই হই করেছিলাম আমরা। কত বছর আমরা একসাথে আছি, তাই না? প্রায় 60 বছরের বন্ধুত্বের সম্পর্ক আমাদের। কত ভাগ্য, সবাইকার জোটে না। আমার তো মনে হয় বন্ধুত্বের সম্পর্কের মতো কোনো নির্ভেজাল সম্পর্ক আর নেই। সনদ, আমি আর অনুসয়া তোকে জানাই মেনি মেনি হ্যাপি রিটার্নস অফ দ্য ডে। ভালো থাকিস, সুস্থ থাকিস, তুই আর অমিতা সুখে থাকিস, ভালো থাকিস।
Good evening, Sanat. Good morning for you. This is Subhash Malhotra. And I understand you are reaching a milestone. You'll be 80 years old in a few days' time. And happy birthday for that. Well, you don't look 80 years old to me. One of my neighbors is 84 years old. He holds a stick in the hand, and when he walks, he's very careful. He just fell down just a week or two ago, so he's not very stable. And you are more like a 60-year-old guy. You're not 80 years old. So somehow you are doing something right, and you're aging very gracefully. In fact, I saw a picture of yours at college. We were about 7 of us, and you were one of those 7. And you don't look very different from that time, except you have aged somewhat from that time era. But you are still slim. You still have a proper hair. Most of us have lost a hair. I have lost. I don't recognize myself sometimes, but you kept yourself very well. In fact, I think it's the other way around. It seems you are unaging, because the last picture I saw of you was somebody sent it to me, and you had some very colorful shirt on. I think it's a maroon colored or some color, but you look like you are more in the fashion business. You had a very youth look on you. You're still slim. You're dressed very well. You had a certain style about you. So I don't think you're just aging. You are de-aging. So congratulations for that. I'm just thinking back as to see 60 years ago or 59 years ago when I came to Durgapur. You were one of my close friends in some sense, because I didn't know anybody in Bengal or college. I just come. And there were few friends who helped me out coming so far away. And you were one of those. You were very nice. You had lots of stories to say. You like sports at least. I know you say, Malhotra, let's go and play table tennis, or let's go down to play table tennis. And that was very nice of you. You're a very friendly person. You're something special about you as a friend. You were very easy to get along with, as I remember. We went together on a trip with Professor Sarkar. they have that 2 weeks or 3 weeks trip, went to different mines and different factories, metal factories, and I still remember we had a very good time at different parts of that trip. It was a good one. We spent a lot of time together on that trip. The only thing I remember, one of the things I remember very well is that my parents used to live in Lucknow, and Relan had come to visit me, and then he had left, and then a few days later, I just had come back from college, from Durgapur, and I had done my exam that year. I think it was the third year, and I hadn't done very well in my exam that year. Typically, I used to do well in school, in college, but that year somehow, that semester, I didn't do well, and I was worried my parents would find out my grades. So I would keep track of the postman when he'll come, so I don't let them. If the grades come in the mail, they won't find out. One day in the evening, the family's having dinner, and my eldest sister asked me, "Subhash, who is this guy, Sarath Sangupta?" I said, "Why? He's just my friend in college." So he said, "Well, there's a little postcard for you from him, and it's lying on the table inside." And I said, "Okay." Then my dad asked me, how was your exam this year? How did you do? Well, I said, "Okay, I didn't do that great, but I was okay." So I went to pick up the postcard, and the postcard says, "Subhash, the results just came out, and it seemed like I did much better than you. You even told my grade, what my numbers were, and some important stuff, and also what position you had in the class." And I said, "Oh my God, my sister's already read this." And so everybody in the family now knows that I didn't do well that year. Since that time, every year when I come back from college or otherwise, my dad will always ask me, "Did you get your grades?" He never used to ask me that. Never in my high school days, senior academy days, neither when I was going to college in Durgapur, because I normally did well. But since that time, I had to always. My dad would always ask me, "How was your grades? How did you do?" So thank you for that. The good part is my dad's not here anymore, and mom's not here anymore, and nobody is going to ask me grades anymore. But Sarath, I think something we were talking about a minute ago was about aging. You're aging very gracefully. But you're not just aging gracefully. You are de-aging.
Hello Sanath, happy birthday. Do you remember 10th August 1961 when you, Madan and myself entered room number 117 of hostel number 2 of Durgapur College and remained there in room number 117 for 2 years together? I will not forget those days, and I will be still remembering every day your company and cherishing those 2 years. Thank you very much for giving me company in those days, and enjoy your life. Be happy with your family and children. Kora.